In all corporate governance systems, the board must be the issue owner, while professionals like accountants perform essential roles in assuring quality of the process. In this video, I shall describe how the duties of the board can be incorporated into various key areas of corporate governance practice. The roles of corporate governance practitioners, including accountants, auditors, and company secretaries, will be described afterwards. As you will see, these various players do interact frequently and share the responsibilities of different aspects of corporate governance practices. Duties of directors are implied in the appointments as well as explicitly stated in laws and regulations. The related laws typically include company laws and also securities law that govern the release of price-sensitive information about companies to financial markets. Regulations typically include listing rules that apply to listed companies, and there are also other financial regulations that apply mainly to companies operating as financial institutions, such as banks, or dealing with massive financial resources in financial markets, such as asset management firms. It is the prime responsibility of the board to ensure compliance with the applicable laws and regulations. Besides, any person taking on directorship of a company is also charged with certain fiduciary duties, being what directors owe to shareholders as trustees of their investments. As such, directors' fiduciary duties are usually elaborated as the duty of trust and the duty of care. Duty of trust refers to the obligation of directors to do their best for shareholders' interests, and directors must not use their knowledge or position, directly or indirectly, to gain inappropriate benefits at the expense of shareholders. Duty of care refers to the obligations of directors to do the best they can in their positions. Failing such duties, directors, officially recognized as officers of the company, will be held liable. Therefore, it is superlative that any person being invited to join the board must thoroughly understand what are expected from him or her by laws and by moral principles. So what exactly come under the remits of the board? And how can companies ensure that the board discharge their duties competently? In most countries, there are codes of corporate governance issued or adopted by governments or their regulatory units, which stipulate the rights and responsibilities of directors, how they should function as decision makers for the companies, and what checks and balances should be put in place in companies to ensure that the board's decision-making powers are not abused. To begin with, matters relating to the board such as nomination and appointment of directors, election of chairman, induction and training, and appraisal of directors should be handled in accordance with laws if applicable, or corporate governance codes if otherwise. And during their terms of services, the board should handle and execute decision-making in compliance with procedures set out in the company laws. To gather and make good use of directors' expertise, board committees are usually formed to handle specialized area of decision-making. The usual committees formed by the board include audit, remuneration, risk management, corporate governance, and communication committees. Currently, listed companies are mostly required by listing rules of their countries to set up audit committee, remuneration committee, and risk management committee. Other committees are more at the discretion of the board.